Secrets of Creative Visualization by Phillip Cooper. This is an excellent book. This has become somewhat difficult to find nowadays. A lot of Phillip's books have. A lot of them are out of print. You can find second editions on some of his books. This, however, is a first edition. I'm not sure if there is a second edition of this book out yet, or if there will be. So I remember when I bought this for like $26, and the last time I checked, and that was over a year ago, so it might have changed, but last time I checked, these were going for over $200. So buy them when they're cheap, you guys, because you never know when these books are going to become valuable, and all of Phillip's books are incredibly valuable. The content and the information and what you can learn from them is well worth the price. But again, that's the front. It's got a picture of what looks like a lily or a flower, a lotus. Secrets of Creative Visualization. This is a paperback book. Let's read the back and then we'll do the review. It says, do you want to improve your life by having more vitality and self-confidence? Would you like to be free from stress, worry, and anxiety? Would you like to bring positive energy into your life in order to attract money, to form meaningful relationships, and to cultivate spiritual growth? The aim of this book is quite simple: to show your mind power techniques that will influence the material world. Creative visualization gives you the ability to change your beliefs. Use this comprehensive guidebook to find simple and natural ways to leave ordinary thinking behind. Phillip Cooper provides provocative insights into how belief systems are formed, and importance of setting goals, the power of symbols, and properties of energy. Included are advanced techniques such as the cosmic sphere, the 4 gateways of reality, the foundation of power, and building the inner temple. With committed application, you'll develop a certain quality of thinking that will change your perspective and awaken new areas of awareness. Ultimately, with Secrets of Creative Visualization, you will acquire the power to define truth itself, because what you believe to be true is true. So one of the things I noticed when I first read this book is this book has a more scientific approach to visualization than his other books that are based primarily on magic. Like the book The Magician has a very strong undercurrent of magic. When you're reading it, it's got a very magical feeling. When you read this has more of a scientific approach to visualization. It's not as geared around magic. I hope that makes sense. So let's just open up the table of contents here. Chapter 1, In Search of Power. Beliefs shape reality, discovering the real you, the incredible power of the inner mind. Relaxation and affirmations, creative visualization, symbolism, centering and cleansing the ritual space, circles of power, a paradigm for creative visualization. The way to recovery, needs and desires, images and power, the 4 gateways of reality, focusing aids, your inner temple, the magical pool and the fountain of power, and setting a time limit for achieving success. And there's even more on here, you guys. I'm not going to read them all. But again, in no way, shape, or form did I mean that this is not a book on magic, because it absolutely is. But it just has a different and very unique feel to it in comparison to his other books, and that's really why I love this book so much. All of his books have drastic differences in them, and they all provide things that his other books don't. So what I mean by that is, as you read through his books, what you'll realize is that each book kind of complements other pieces of information from his other books, and it creates this cohesive web of power. And that's just a beautiful thing. And sometimes what you'll find too is that certain things are repeated in his books throughout all of his books. And it's not like it's just like word for word, but certain things are brought up from his other books as well. So it's a blend of repetition and building off of repetition and adding new things. And it creates this power hub, if you will, because as I've said for years, repetition of a message constitutes mental programming, and hearing certain things repeated can be very beneficial. So every time I read one of Phillip Cooper's books, there are certain things that I've read before in his other books, but it helps by rereading them create a solid foundation, and then each book is peppered with new information that is left out of his old books. So again, it creates this cohesive web that you can really create a dynamic system of magic and mind power out of. So I give this a 10 out of 10. I'm not 100% sure if these are still hard to find. Sometimes you'll find these books go on Amazon and then they're gone in seconds. And then sometimes you'll see them for $30. Sometimes you'll see them for $200. It's all about just keeping your eye out and shopping smart. So you can also go to bookfinder.com and I believe abebooks.com, I think that's the name of it, to find if these books are available. And sometimes you'll have to buy them overseas, but do what you can to get these books, you guys, because having a library of information like this in such a crazy world is highly beneficial. I give this a 10 out of 10. Phillip Cooper, The Secrets of Creative Visualizations. Excellent book.